Stretching is very important before a high intensity workout. This stretches out the ligaments and relaxes the muscles so they are not overly strained while going into the workout. This is to protect from injury and increase the likelihood of longevity in our workout journeys. With my compound movements, as these exercises require the most energy to perform correctly. Doing them at the beginning of the exercise ensures that you are putting the maximum amount of your energy into moving the most weight so they can be the most effective at growing muscle. I also like to make sure I tighten my core and push my hips back before going down and sitting into the squat. On the decentric, I like to take about 2 seconds till I get to the bottom, and then I use my power to push up as fast as I can. Perform 2 sets of barbell back squats, 2 full out sets, as I feel this is what my body is able to produce at the highest level. I like to incorporate 2 sets as I feel this will save us on time so we are not in the gym all day and we are still incorporating high intensity workout that will definitely grow muscle with consistency. I wanted to incorporate a substitute squat variation with different angles so you could see how as I'm pushing my hips back, I'm still trying my best to keep my back straight to avoid strain. We are then following up the back squat with a unilateral movement that is in as walking one side of the glute at a time, only one glute. Unilateral movements are great at forcing a muscle to really work, and they're also great at addressing imbalances. You will find out very quickly which side you are stronger on and usually which side may be bigger. An easy way I set up on a unilateral movement or the Bulgarian split squat is I sit down on the bench and my walking leg, the leg I will be standing on, I outstretch it to the farthest it will reach, and then from there I plant my heel, I stand up, and that is where I will be standing to make sure I have a stable foundation while going through this exercise. The back extension is great at targeting the gluteus maximus, which attributes to the fullness of your glutes. To target more of the glutes, you will want to round your back while coming up. But regardless, this will be hitting your hamstrings quite heavily, so your thighs will also look very good and toned. Will be our 3 glute walkout exercise so that you can be in and out of the gym in 45 minutes to an hour. Thank you so much for following along with my exercise, and let's crush our goals together. I just wanted to jump in at the end here and provide some tips to building out a walkout regimen that will support and encourage muscle growth. The first thing I want to touch on is if you want to build your glutes, what is the frequency throughout a week that you should be hitting glutes? I have come to found through my years of working out that to hit glutes, because it is such a huge muscle in the body, if you were to attack your workout with about let me see what I wrote down here, 80 to 90% effort, that means going through the sets near failure, means your last sets are really, really hard to complete, then I would suggest only doing 2 glute days a week. I know at the beginning that might not sound like enough, but trust me, it will take at least 2 recovery days for that muscle to rebuild itself and for it to be optimal to walk at maximum capacity again. For example, if you did a glute day on Monday and you went to about 85% to 90%, you are still going to be feeling sore and the effects of that workout all the way until Thursday. Thursday would be your next glute day, because you're probably going to be feeling sore that Tuesday and Wednesday. So that means the muscle is still rebuilding itself. Now, everybody's body works differently. Some people do recover faster, while some recover more at the average speed. However, this is the average for where the majority of people will fall. Now, another thing I will say is that another frequency rate that I found is still effective would be 3 glute days a week, but you're attacking those workouts with about 65 to 75% intensity, or 65 to 79 before you hit that super high intensity workout set. With these glute days, because they are slightly lighter than if you were trying to hit 2 glute days a week, hitting 3 glute days a week, you're probably going to need 1, and some people may still need those 2 days in between. But if you are still good to go after 1 rest day, say you hit it Monday, you would do another body group Tuesday, and then you might be ready to hit it again Wednesday. So you would be able to hit it Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday is where you might want to set up your routine as well. Some other supplementary tips that I would suggest is as a woman, if you want to build a really nice, say, hourglass figure, I would stress the importance of also working out your back, having a nice toned back, and building up your shoulders, because your shoulders is able to be the starting point for the top of your waist to cinch in. Like if you build up your shoulders, by comparison, your waist will look smaller. And if you build up your glutes, by comparison, and your whole lower body, if you build up your glutes and your legs, then the waist is smaller in comparison to both your shoulders and your lower body. So that would help in if you're wanting to create an hourglass figure. I would also suggest cardio for shape. I don't really know how well this incorporates in shape, because I feel cardio is might lose body fat. It could be a good vehicle to losing body fat. However, this is the most variable because everybody loses body fat differently, just as everybody stores body fat differently. The most important reason I would incorporate cardio is that while we're going on a health journey and a workout journey, I think the most important thing at the forefront should be our health. I think everybody should be doing some form of cardio for their heart health and their respiratory system health, so that you can go throughout your daily livings and have longevity without really noticing too much wear and tear on your body, especially as we're growing older, so that we can do the things we like for longer. My favorite cardios, because I am not one for running. I personally have a vendetta against running. Running, I believe, is the most torturous form of exercise. I do believe that. So my favorite form of cardio is actually jump roping. I really do enjoy jump roping. But jump roping can get done in a shorter amount of time than if you were to set a goal of running a mile, right? So jump roping really gets your heart pumping. If you can do 5 minutes straight of jump roping, that could really start your blood pumping, your heart going, oxygen moving in and out of your body. And that is a very high intensity workout as well, is jump roping. My second favorite form of cardio is biking. I love bicycling and I enjoy it. It now doesn't even feel like a workout to me. I do it just for fun. So I really love bicycling. So those are two forms of cardio that I personally really enjoy. I hope I was able to provide some tips, and I hope I was able to provide some new information to anyone. Thank you for visiting my page, and I hope to see you here again.